Welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris and today we have Davincij15 on our fourth episode of MMCrypto and Davincij15. Special episode today since we have New Year's Eve and we are very glad to have you here again. Thank you so much for taking your time again to come here and drop your knowledge bombs. So how are you today, Davincij?
I'm great, Chris. Thanks for having me on. I mean, I love your energy. It's great to be on this show, and I'm glad to. I'm surprised that everybody wants to see me, because I'm just some guy on the internet. Like, really.
The more you say that, actually, the more the people think you are actually Satoshi. They are typing in the comment section, that's something what Satoshi would say and stuff. So just go out there and act like Craig White, and the people will finally stop believing that.
Exactly. But I can. I'm not him. So no way.
So very glad that you are well today. Guys, our content today is actually very, very special since we have 2019 coming up right now. We will cover, or Davincij will cover for us, his personal and exclusive investment strategy for 2019, crypto assets, something like that, his strategy for 2019. We will cover also his plans for his own channel, because don't forget, there is still his own channel and he has very special plans with you guys. He will cover certain projects there. It will be very interesting. We will go more in depth for that. And in the end, very interesting, and a lot of people will be also interested in, you will cover your personal and exclusive worst and best trade of your life. So that will be very interesting and refreshing for all of us, because a lot of people have been asking for that as well. And guys, we have a little present for you coming from Davincij. He will take a little bit more time in the next episode, going with us in a live episode. And actually we will pull up a chat box and you guys will be able to join our live stream live and ask your questions exclusively live to Davincij15, and they will be answered. So very excited for that already. If you are excited about that, go to his channel as well, smash the like button on his videos, subscribe to his channel. He has great plans for that, but we will cover it later on. So talking about that, long introduction again from my side. Sorry, I'm very, very sorry for that. Let's start with your personal and exclusive investment strategy for 2019.
Well, I'm going to basically buy a lot of crypto, a lot of different cryptocurrencies, a lot. I'm going to try to get as much as I can. Because I don't know which crypto is going to do very well, because there's so many out there. And when I do buy them, I'm going to be buying them at a great deep discount, because I'm a cheapskate. And then I'm going to be selling half on a double. Simple as that. I'm going to be using what's called the little old lady strategy, and I want to set the record straight on that one. Because I mentioned that it was my strategy, but it's not. It's actually the rationalinvestors.com's strategy. Brian Beamish, he's the guy who taught me how to trade, because in the beginning, when I first started to learn when I first got some Bitcoins, I was basically a hodler.
Yeah, like most of us.
And then going into 2013, I had a large sum of Bitcoins and a few altcoins, not many. I had like Namecoin, and basically in about a year's time, I lost 2/3 of those Bitcoins in bad trades. And so at that point I knew I needed to do something different. I opened up a company to buy different alts, but then I realized that I needed to learn how to trade in order to help people. And once I learned how to trade and I started making a lot of money trading, I realized I don't need this company, because you know how people are. Once you start trading for them and making them like 500x money, they're going to be like, yeah, well, if you can make that kind of money, why aren't you doing it for yourself? So I'm like, forget it.
It's great that you are bringing that up, guys, because now you can see the downside. Just imagine, Davincij, you started in 2011. You were buying and mining Bitcoin. You were mining, like, the block reward was 50 Bitcoin a block. You mined like one block in or 2 blocks in 3 days or so. So guys, just do the math. He started in 2011, so accumulating so many BTC by buying and mining and then losing 2/3. Do you want to discover, have the same experience? If not, you should listen to his actual investment plan. But it's mind blowing to hear numbers like that. 2/3, it's crazy. So
I know.
so, yeah.
It was. Sorry. Go on.
No, just wanted to come back to the investment plan. Sorry.
Yes, yeah. So my investment plan for this year, I am going to do the little lady strategy, and I suggest if you want to make money on that, that's a good idea. Brian Beamish, he showed people how much money you can make, just even if you start with a small amount of money. Because Brian Beamish, he started with $450. Now, I'm not showing off something that he doesn't tell everybody in his videos. I mean, if you watch the broiler chicken show that he does as well, he talks about it many times. And he started off with $450, and then within 3 years, he moved it up to $500,000, right? Just with the little old lady strategy.
It's like 1,000x?
Yes. And so it's worthwhile to take the time to learn how to trade. You can take his courses. I know it's a little expensive, but if you want to make real money in trading, that's the only way to do it. Now, I do provide some free courses on how to do the little lady strategy, but it's very basic. It's very simple. There isn't a lot of information and technical analysis, because you don't need a lot of technical analysis in order to get into that style of trading. And so if you want to check it out at the DaVinciCodes.net, and those videos are there for you to check out and learn how to trade just a little lady strategy. Now, if you want to learn how to trade properly and time your trades and make sure that you get in at the absolute bottom, you can take the RationalInvestors.com's courses. Now, I'm not getting any money from mentioning his courses, so don't think that I'm trying to promote his classes or anything like that. Please don't do that, because that's what most people do.
No. It's just like you just want to give credits for your own success. So that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine.
Exactly.
So actually, for the investment strategy, you are applying the little lady style. And is it only crypto? You already told us when you will go back into Bitcoin with your US dollar. Will you also hold some silver or gold? And actually, do you also have plans? Because you mentioned you think that the altcoins will go up within the next couple of days, weeks, until April or March or so, something like that. So what's actually your basic strategy with the fiat you currently hold, which is an amazing, crazy sum of US dollar? What are you planning to do with that? Only altcoins, only Bitcoin? Is it a mix? Maybe you can tell us something about that.
Yeah, I'm also going to, exactly. You know what? I forgot that. I'm also going to be scaling into Bitcoin as it gets to a lower price, below $3,000. Now, here's the thing. I do believe it's going below 3,000 because that is the highest probability. Now notice that. Highest probability. It's not an absolute. I could be wrong. And how do I tell them I'm wrong? Well, you can see it on the charts, really, and if I brought up a chart, but I don't need to, because everybody saw Bitcoin created a floor at around $6,000, and that floor is now considered resistance. So if Bitcoin can break that previous floor, that's now resistance, that's when I know I'm wrong. That's when I know I have to get back in with the cash, because Bitcoin's going a lot higher, and that's an easy thing to do, because you can see it. It's a definite, because those people who bought at 6,000 thinking that it's not going to go lower, they're going to be selling if Bitcoin gets anywhere close to $6,000. So they're going to be pushing down the price for a long time. And that's how I know that I'm wrong. And how do I know I'm right? Well, obviously if it goes below 3,000.
When it goes below 3,000, you will go back in with your US dollar and Bitcoin. If it goes above 6,000, you will know that you were wrong, and you will admit to yourself and go back into Bitcoin for a higher price. Actually, let's say Bitcoin is not going above 6,000 and it will continue to hovering around right here, maybe go a bit higher or go lower. Are you planning to go into altcoins within the next couple of weeks?
Well, I already have a lot of altcoins, and I am buying altcoins right now as we speak. I'm looking at, have lots of buy orders set, sorry, and I want to get in to a lot of different names, because I really don't look at so much at the name anymore, and that's why I want to do something special for my channel, and I basically just buy anything that looks low, and I'm like, oh, that looks low. That's like a 90% discount, man. How could I go wrong with a 90% discount? So what if it goes to zero? Some of those coins are gonna go to like 100x, and I'm gonna make back my money on the ones that go to zero. So I'm not concerned about that at all, because I only put in like really 0.25% on average.
Still a lot of money, but in percentage terms, yes. And guys, you have to think about it. He's really covering a lot of altcoins, and let's say even 80-90% of them don't do well. If only 10% of them really go to the moon like you are planning it, that will actually make up all the losses and additionally give you a good return on US dollar and on Bitcoin as well. So actually you have these two scenarios set up, and you will be going, and you are already going into several altcoins. Are there maybe some altcoins worth mentioning, or not yet?
Not yet. I mean, you know what? That's gonna have to go. We're gonna have to talk about that in another show.
And that's also the next point, because you were also mentioning that you have some plans for your channel, actually, Davincij15 channel, which is again in the description down below. If you haven't already subscribed, you should definitely do that. Davinci is uploading videos since 2008, I think, and since 2011 Bitcoin content and also crypto content now. Davinci, what are actually your plans for that? And guys, we already want to tell you, if you like his t-shirt, make sure you smash the like button, because Davinci is always coming back to the videos. And he's also reading some comments, and when he will see a high amount of likes, then he will know that you guys like his t-shirt, because many people are commenting, oh man, if I would just have heard to you, you told it to me in 2011, I didn't listen to you. So if you guys like it, like the video, and also go to his channel and like his videos as well, obviously. So what are your actual plans for the new year for your channel? Because you already told us, and we think it's very, very exciting.
Well, I've decided to do basically fundamental analysis. Now, the reason why I don't like fundamental analysis that much, even though it helps with your trading. The reason why is because fundamental analysis can keep you in the wrong trade for the longer time frame. So, for example, fundamentally, Bitcoin is sound. Fundamentally, there's a lot of fundamental. You can make a lot of fundamental analysis. Oh, look at BAC. Look at the New York Stock Exchange. Look at how the Crimex is now. I call it the Comex. Is a Crimex now has a trading desk for Bitcoins. Look at all the companies. Like, for example, JP Morgan has 9,000. Last time I checked, 9,000 Bitcoins, and probably other banks have Bitcoins. There's a lot of fundamental positives, including the fact that that the Bitcoin halving is coming up. Lots of positive fundamental analysis you can make, but that doesn't tell you the real story for what's going to happen in the medium and long term. When you're talking about, okay, for example, hey, that looks great. That looks like it's going to go to the moon, so I'm going to buy it. So you expect it's going to go to the moon tomorrow or next month, because of the fundamental analysis, because it gets you really fundamental analysis gets you hyped up so much that you actually make mistakes, and that's why I started moving away from it. But it also helps you prevent you from getting into bad coins right? Coins that I now call third tier coins that are really low, right? Because we need to stop calling really bad coins shit coins, because you know what, that's a really bad name. We have to change the name. We need to put the first tier coins like Bitcoin and Ether, Dash, and second tier coins, right? I would consider like I don't want to call it too many. I'm afraid to Steam. Okay, fine. Steam would be considered a second tier coin. Let's see here. Tube coin would be considered second tier. Right, and then there's the third tier, like Max Coin. Come on, people, really? Max Coin, Aurora Coin, really? Feather Coin, really? Ever? Really?
Gotcha, man. Yeah. So actually, your plans are that you for your channel you actually want to drop also some fundamental analysis on different altcoins. You want to pull up key events and the developers' activity on GitHub, things like that, and wrap that up in a video and share your own opinion on that project.
Exactly. I actually have a fundamental analysis document, which I will share with you, and you can share with the audience if you like. I'm going to be editing that document, and so people can see what the changes I make to that document, and they can do their own fundamental analysis before I go ahead and do the fundamental analysis on that coin. Because a lot of people ask me, what do you think about this coin? What do you think about that coin? And I have to apologize and say, sorry, I don't know anything about that coin. I have it, but I don't know anything. And and so I'm tired of saying that. So I think it will improve my trading as well. But I get a little scared because I end up falling in love with the coin and making mistakes and putting too much money in it, more than the 0.25% that it deserves. And that could get you in a lot of trouble, right? So I'm a little leery, but you know what? As long as I stay disciplined and stick with my plan, like treat it like every other coin when I'm trading, then I won't have any problems. But that's my only concern, but I'd like to learn more about different projects. I mean, who knows? I might find the next big project.
Yes, the next Bitcoin. No,
yes, exactly.
Guys, that's amazing, because you were discovering Bitcoin in 2011, and everyone was hating you for that. You were checking out the code, you were reading the white paper, and you immediately said, okay, that's amazing. Guys, I will jump on that one. I will go full-time crypto, everything. I will mine it. I will do everything. And you actually discovered that when no one was talking about. So now when you are scaling into the fundamental analysis and doing so many of them, there is a good chance of you maybe discovering the next very good project before other people discover it. And that's the only chance to get in at a good price, because when everyone already knows about that, when there are Medium articles and I don't know, other influencers talking about that, that will be already too late. So that might be a very good chance for our audience, and especially your audience, to discover those things with you together. But you already also mentioned something important. Maybe you will use this sheet he will share to do your own analysis first, and afterwards you can cross-check it with his analysis, and therefore you won't be so biased, and you can see, okay, I did a mistake, or yeah, maybe here I have something interesting he didn't cover, or something like that. So that might be that might bring the highest value. So yeah, very excited for that, because you want to cover also the monetary system and stuff, but now also crypto, coin and token and project fundamental analysis. So guys, if you are excited for that, leave your comments in the comment section. Also, maybe you can mention your favorite project or so, which you want to be covered in the fundamental analysis. And what we can do is, for example, we can apply a counter or so for the comments, and the project mentioned the most often times. Maybe we can make a list for Davincij, and he can just see where you guys are actually interested in. Is that a good idea, Davincij?
I like that. I like that idea. Perfect. Because I'm going to have to start somewhere, and I might as well start with where your audience likes, where your audience thinks I should start. Also, you know what? You asked me about gold and silver, and I didn't get to that. I believe gold and silver is money, and I think it's I have a large position in gold and in silver. And it's basically my backup fund for like tail risk is what they would call it. Basically, when things weren't not like the whole currency collapse, all our currencies collapse. You're going to need some sort of money, and that's always been the money, and that will always save your pants when your particular country has a currency crisis, because it's coming. It's coming because our currency today, the way it works, is terrible. It transfers wealth from the poor and the middle class to the rich through inflation, and it's a horrible system, very very devious system, because most people don't understand it. And if you save, like, I think everybody should save, you know what, you know how you say this is investment advice, you should take this as investment entertainment. But I really believe that if you should have a small percentage of your wealth in gold and silver, physical gold and silver, not ETFs, right? Not paper, right? Because in Canada you can buy gold and silver in the bank, and the first thing they'll try to sell you is a paper certificate. And if you read the fine print, they don't have any gold or silver stored for you. They're just taking the other side of the bet, knowing full well that, you know what, the government's going to bail them out once, you know, the whole system collapses and gold goes to the moon. They'll be covered. And probably they will just cut you off, give you a small amount of money, and gold and silver goes rocketing. So you don't hold those paper certificates, please.
Exactly. Also in Germany, the German country itself is holding a lot of gold, but they are not holding it in their own country. They are actually holding it in America, in the US. And once they ask, okay, can we get it? They say, no, we can't give it to you at the moment. So why? Also, we cannot show it to you. We cannot give it to you. We cannot show it. So it's crazy, guys. Please take that advice from Davincij. It's amazing. Same thing with Bitcoin. Before you go into that ETF, which might be coming up, why don't buy Bitcoin and hold them yourself and hold the private keys, maybe in Pandora's wallet or so. So that's already a very great advice. And I think a lot of people are very excited for that because, picking up that coins and doing fundamental analysis in a video on your channel, that will be actually very, very interesting. So again, leave your favorite coin in the comment section down below. We will make a counter. We will give a list to Davincij and he will actually know what you guys are actually interested in. So that being said, a lot of people are waiting for that in that video. You mentioned before the call just a little bit your best and worst trades. And it was mind-blowing. Maybe you can share that with the audience as well, because a lot of people are interested in your personal story, in your experience. And I mean, the worst and the best trade with your history starting over in 2011, that might be a crazy story. So please, the stage is yours. We are really listening to you.
Okay, well, my worst trade. Let's start with my worst trade because, oh man, it's like a facepalm at the moment. Jesus. Like most people, right? I believed in the Bitcoin story, and I know I read about of course, you know, I'm a Bitcoin fan, and so I was really hyped, and as Bitcoin went all the way down to $200, and it started to move up to $300, like FOMO'd in, and I lost about 100 Bitcoins on a bad trade as it went against me, and it was a leverage trade. It was brutal. Brutal. So I had to get out. I had to take the loss, and so, oh man, that hurt a lot. And my best trade is I would say was one day I received 24 notifications of sell orders, and I doubled my money 24 times in 24 different trades. I was like, damn, that's just good. It was just unreal.
In one day, was that?
One day.
So actually coming back to the worst one, thinking about that total number, and then coming back to how you structure your trades, that you are going for 0.25%, 0.5%, something like that, 0.1%. Then talking about that amount of numbers, losing it in a very short amount of time with only one trade, that's really, really mind-blowing, guys. So also the best trade, 24 times doubling in one day. Guys, can you imagine that? Doing that only one time. And actually, very interesting to know is, have you automated it? So did you put in some limit orders to execute the transactions?
Yes.
Or what is it?
Yes, actually, sorry, what were you saying?
Was it also part of this little lady tactic?
Yes, exactly. Part of the little lady strategy is that basically, once you get a buy order, and you fill your buy order is filled, you immediately set the sell half on a double. You enter in the sell. Okay, it's going to double here. I'm going to sell at this point immediately, right after you have you got your buy order filled. And then once you've got your sell order filled, of course, you set another double. You go, okay, fine. And now, if it doubles again, I'm going to sell half again. And so, I mean, there's some trades where I got like 10 doubles on just one coin, where they go like insane crazy. So we were like, how do people buy at such high hopes that it's gonna go higher? But I don't know. It just happens. People FOMO in and things go absolutely insane, especially when it has low liquidity, right?
24x, we cannot imagine that, but especially not in this bear market. But this is actually what you are aiming for in 2019 with the altcoins. So very, very excited for that. And the worst trade you mentioned, was that also on one day only? During one day only?
Yes, it was. It happened really fast. Yeah, because Bitcoin moves extremely fast.
Just do the math. It's like 2 million in the end of 2017. so you lost 2 million in one day.
Don't remind me.
Crazy. So guys, yeah, very, very interesting, very exciting. And also it would be interesting if you guys have any other questions to Davinci, leave it in the comment section. We are actually thinking about, for the next episode, maybe going live, getting you guys on the show live, pulling up this chat box in the video, and you can drop your questions live and we can pull them out and Davinci will maybe answer them live in the show. That would be actually very, very interesting, because so many people want to reach out to you, want to talk to you, and that might be a chance going live on YouTube really to interact with you on a very, lively manner. I don't know how to say that in English, but that's actually a very great idea. We talked about that before the video. And so thank you so much for sharing so many personal things, like how you got into that rational investor thing, your best and the worst trade, and also your plans with the channel. We are very excited from the MMCrypto perspective. We are very, very excited to see that. We will follow all your videos on your channel. And guys, if you are excited, also drop some comments in the comment section. As we said, Davinci is sometimes he's reading the comments and looking what you guys have to say. So leave some love in the comment section. It will be very much appreciated. Davinci, that wraps up already our today's episode. Do you have anything to mention for the audience? Anything you want to say?
Yes, I do. Please check out therationalinvestor.com. I hope you'll place a link below. And also, if you want to learn how to do the little lady style of trading, you can check it out at www.davincicodes.net. I have free videos available for you to learn how to do basically the little lady style of trading. It doesn't give you everything about how to trade, but it does give you enough to get started with the little lady strategy.
All right, guys. So make sure you share some of your love in the comment section. He's providing everything completely for free. Also support Davinci by subscribing to his channel. If you haven't done that already, shame on you guys. Go to the channel and subscribe to it. We will leave the link in the comment section down below as well, or in the description. So thank you so much for taking your time again on that day. We all know that you are very, very busy. I told you so. Thank you so much for coming back to the show, and really looking forward to welcome you on MMCrypto Davincij15 episode 5, hopefully. All right?
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And yeah, that being said, also thank you so much for everyone watching that episode. Smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. This costs you nothing. It really means a lot to us. Obviously, only after you subscribe to Davincij15's channel. But that being said, thank you so much for watching. My name is Chris from MMCrypto, and see you at the next episode very, very soon on our channel. And yeah, that being said, thank you so much, and bye-bye.